Trump just cut $1 billion in bipartisan school mental health grants, and you have experts saying that this move is going to result in more school shootings. Crazy, in response to the Uvalde shooting back in 2022, Biden signed a bipartisan bill that was passed by Congress that allocated $1 billion to grant programs aimed at helping schools hire and train more psychologists, counselors, therapists, and other mental health workers. But now you have the Education Department sending a notice to recipients informing them that the funding's been slashed, with them saying that a review found that grantees were violating the purpose of federal civil rights law and conflicted with the Trump administration's priorities. And specifically there, the administration's policy of prioritizing merit, fairness, and excellence in education, or in other words, this is all about DEI, with a spokesperson for the Education Department saying in a statement to Politico that the grants were intended to improve students' mental health, but, quote, instead, under the deeply flawed priorities of the Biden administration, grant recipients use the funding to implement race-based actions like recruiting quotas in ways that have nothing to do with mental health and could hurt the very students the grants are supposed to help. So this, as you had other outlets reporting that the administration also opposed programs for educating mental health professionals about systemic racism and training therapists to focus on race-related stress and trauma, among other things. Now, notably here, the notice to grant recipients from the department did say that the agency, quote, plans to re-envision and recompete its mental health program funds to more effectively support students' behavioral health needs. But at least from the reports that we've seen so far, it doesn't appear to elaborate on how that's going to be achieved, which is why you had many experts and education leaders condemning this move. Like with Randy Weingarten, for example, the president of the American Federation of Teachers, who warned that school shootings will only multiply if students' mental health programs are cut, and adding, really, does this administration have to impose its ideological whims on everything?